Hello there and welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport, and man, this place is rocking today. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it, as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the third-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Buckeyes will kick this away to get us going. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the Michigan Wolverines offense comes on the field first today. And here we go. Wolverines and Buckeyes. Everything that's gone into this game for 365 days is about to play out right now.
And there's just something right? When you look out on that field and you see the colors on the field competing against each other. Maize and blue and scarlet and gray. Let's see what happens.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Serious repercussions come from the last meeting when the Wolverines won in a rout.
Chris, that was a game where Michigan did everything right. Their offense was really clicking. It got Ohio State's attention. You and I were over at the facility yesterday, and everybody's talking about the last time, what happened in that game, and how they want payback today.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Receiver makes the catch. The first down pickup, tackled at the 45.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
And the Wolverines pick up enough to get a first down there. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
Handoff to the back.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. And the quarterback dropping back. He pulls in the catch. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a 1st and goal.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially
here. We've got a timeout as the coach wants the officials to take another look. He thinks he might have a shot at getting this overturned. So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. The Wolverines come to the line with 1st and goal. And the quarterback just sneaks it. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You talk about the right way to get a game started. This offense put together a nice scheme. They felt comfortable with the script, and they moved the ball all the way down the field. 10 plays, and they get a touchdown. If you're the defensive coordinator, back to the drawing board trying to figure this out.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Each team is kind of led, Kirk, by one of those alpha linebackers they are counted on for so much every week.
Well, he's got to be physical in that box area, but also have the ability to play out in space against these teams that like to throw the football. Both these guys can do all of that.
They tackled him behind the line, a loss of 4. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Hold it, open. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. The Buckeyes will send their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. The fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Trying the old counter play here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Hard running through a tackle. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease in the back, found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that 1st down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. A 2nd down after that completion. Single back takes the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. An explosive play. They finally get him down, but the offense very near to the red zone.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And they'll try the quarterback sneak. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he takes this from inside 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
7 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. 1st down sack, pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And they get him down after the completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to sell out and bring the pressure.
Buckeyes will line up to kick it away. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. Returner decides to fair catch this. The Wolverines offense is back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Lets it go. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there. Well, for many, this is the quintessential college football rivalry. It combines tradition, high intensity, and very often high stakes.
Yeah, Chris, I really think the rivalry has changed over the years. Guys in my era would tell you it was a game that was the most heated but the most respected because of the way you were recruited by both schools. There was the Woody, there was the Bo influence on the rivalry. But I think in the new social media era, I think it's more about hatred for the two schools. From both sides, it's just a different feel. We'll feel that today when these teams go at it.
Incompletion sets up a 3rd down now for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. But this one is broken up, falls incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Breaks free. Broke one tackle, but couldn't escape. Dropped for a sack. 2nd down now after the sack. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. The sophomore able to get home with the sack. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Here's the punt, high in the air. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. He'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the just trucks through the defender. A big play moves the ball across midfield, the opponent's 43.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw, and he lofts it toward the left sideline. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Now, the offensive coordinator told us before the game they consider any one-on-one deep shot an advantage, but they couldn't connect on that try. Give credit to that defensive back, man. He played that perfectly.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. This football incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Caught in the backfield. It's Welch. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. They look to throw it here on second down. Snags a quick throw. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Able to get the ball back, but it could still be a drive killer. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. And it's fair caught right about the 45-yard line. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking to pass here. And looking for a big play here. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big game. Touchdown, Wolverines. It was a foot race, and he won it.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Now they get set to kick it away.
Ohio State, 0.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it second and long. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Hits the running back in the flat. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. The Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. Buckeyes will line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
And the returner steps out. They'll mark the football right there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Throws it to the right. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently in protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
The Wolverines will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Defense not pressing this time. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Under heavy pressure, he takes a shot. The pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the 1st down. They've got him. It's a sack. The defense will take some momentum to halftime after that one. The minute's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. First play of the 2nd half is a handoff.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Moves the ball to the 37 for a 1st down. The Buckeyes will come to the line to run the hurry up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Brings up 2nd down.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up. The Buckeyes bring their punt team onto the field. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. And he boots it high into the air. And the ball rolls dead. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction. And a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays. And this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a 1st down.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second, there's a timeout on the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn. Heads up move by the head coach using that challenge. Officials will reverse the call on the field after taking a closer look. The Wolverines will try to keep this drive moving. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, Michigan. And the beatdown continues. Well, the energy really building now. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
Extra point makes it a 28-zip lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. On the kickoff, his hammer sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been...
They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Buckeyes will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to flip the field here. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the returner will be brought down. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. Hands it off on the counter. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Toss play to the outside. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Go at the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receivers willing to...
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
There's a nice play by this defense. After giving up a huge gain, they're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. Looking to make a big play downfield. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get him... mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
The Wolverines will have to punt this one away. First down here for this offense. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. It tests the middle but gets stuffed. That run goes nowhere.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, often setting up for this third down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The offense starts with a short field. Here's the handoff on a counter. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Ball handed off. And that's a solid game here. The defense able to bring him down.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Now it's third and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Tackle, but first down.
I love it. Third down, the way this back is running, just keep feeding him the football, and he's going to come through for you. And he does here at a critical moment in his football game in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, an interesting call here. I know they have the lead, but I thought they might throw the football. They surprised me, but you know who they didn't surprise? That defense. They were not shocked at all by the run call on third down and long. They stuck that right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. No problem. Knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This has been a monumental mismatch, a beatdown for the ages. It's almost over, thankfully. Oh, he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up second down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood this scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
This time it's complete. And they wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this.
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They come back out protecting a safe lead. What an awesome feeling to be way ahead in a big road game. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the offense will just take a knee. There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football, Kirk. You walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget. For everyone in this program who supports this team and played on that football field, they'll never forget this win. A well-earned victory and bragging rights until they play again.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.